yourself, all by a click of a button.
Okay.
Do you see any problems with what you're currently doing as far as the management system?
There's probably some issues to deal with since we're not up to date on software and things like that. But overall, we've been growing okay, and look to do more.
Okay, well, you're looking to do more. That's great, because you're always trying to, whatever you have now, you're always trying to do better, expand the company.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like the overall goal.
But I've got to get out of the business. I want to put things in perspective to him. So what can I do? That's going to help him.
Gotcha. You want to make sure the transition from what you're doing now to your son is as easy and quick as possible, so he can understand.
I don't want the problems that I have to deal with all the employees and the cooks and the salespeople. I want to have it more integrated for him. So what can I do to?
Well, one-stop shop basically. If you can implement this system where it links all the site managers and all the sales from every single location that you have in one master location where you can view the whole company's operations in one place instead of visiting this site one week and going to a different site and make sure their performance is up to par. You can all do that at home, at the luxury of his house, by just utilizing this system, because it's that easy where if every manager had this operating system, it'd all be linked together and your son could view all that performance.
Okay.
So that's just making it easy on life.
What kind of price are we talking about for something
Well,
like that?
glad you asked that. It's set up on an individual basis, so how many ever users you want. It's kind of like the internet. If you have 2 houses or whatever, it's charged at each site. Since we're just doing the CRM, NetSuite, the whole system itself, if you want the whole complete package, it's $199 a month per user. But since you're just interested in the CRM, which is the management of the Salesforce and your employees, it's going to be $129 a month per user. So you mentioned that your son wants to use it. So we can sign up your son. You currently have 5 locations. If each site manager uses one, that's 6 people using it a month.
But I've got a Salesforce that's going to be using this too. So the salespeople have to be putting the information and things like that. And so how much is it going to cost for all of them? We got lots of them out there.
Well, that's up to you. Whoever you think that is in the management position, this is a lot of power to have all this knowledge. If you're comfortable having your whole Salesforce know, your.
But we're not going to get the data without the Salesforce plugging in the information.
Right. Well, they can. If you essentially want to relay that information to your site manager, and that could save a lot of money. If you want each person just type in, if they're have 2 or 3 accounts, it probably wouldn't be the worthwhile for them to have the system. If they could just give that data onto the site manager, and that person can compile a list. If you have, let's say, 6 sales representatives at one location, and each of them reported back to one site manager, that person had all the sales data for that month of all the sales force, and that person can just operate the system and input that data for you.
Okay.
That would just be cost efficient.
It just seems like it's going to be very expensive with as many people as I have implementing it into the system.
Well, that's why you want to kind of carry the responsibilities onto maybe 1 or 2 person, the people that you feel that are most influential in the company at that site. You want to have that power. So probably maybe the system manager and the manager should have that decision if you feel that the work of inputting all the data is too much for one person. But essentially, it's very easy.
But who's going to train all these people to do this?
Well, we have people representatives that you can sign up with us. Every location, big cities, major cities, we have representatives. We also have 24 hours.
Is there any cost to that?
No, that service is free. Customer satisfaction is one of our important issues.
So you can have somebody on all my sites anytime?
Yes, you can. If you have a problem, you have a question about, I don't know how to set this up, I don't know how to import this data, you can just call a toll-free number, and we'll have a person on the other line that can walk you through it.
Okay.
So customer satisfaction is one of our most proudest moments about our company. Is all our customers are satisfied with the process and assistance they receive from our company.
Okay.
Okay, so how many people do you feel should have this access and be using this product?
We would have to look at that, look at the numbers and see who we think should use it and who's going to benefit most from it.
Okay, would you be comfortable making a decision saying you trying out the product for 1 month at just the cost of $129 a month and no future obligations?
It's a possibility. like I said, it sounds very expensive over time. You know, with as many people as we have, it's not gonna work unless we have everybody involved in it from all the locations.
Right.
So, putting that kind of cost out right now is, not really sure if that's what the direction we wanna go.
Upfront cost is a concern for a lot of people, but if you think about it in the long run, $129 may seem a lot upfront, but if you can reap the benefits of operating the system, I mean, you're talking about saving, literally dozens of hours a week, a month on, just managing a loan, and then, building customer relationships. If, in the future, if you can access the information fast, if you, lose somebody's address or somebody's number that was a big client of yours, and we have that all saved for you, you could essentially make up that revenue in just the first couple of months.
Okay.
Wrap it up, you got about 20 seconds.
Okay, so, would you like to just try out the system for 1 month, or would you like to?
I probably want to look into it a little bit more and talk to a couple of my people.
Okay.
To see what they think, and talk to my son and see if he's interested in something like that. But it's a possibility. But like I said, we have a lot of employees that might be using this, and I'm wondering if the costs generated for this each month would be worth it.
All right. Well, why don't I give you, like a week, and you talk that over with your son. You have my cell phone number and email. If you have any questions, feel free to call me,
Okay.
and I'll check back with you in a week to see what we decided.
Okay.
All right. Excellent.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you much, Mayor.
Thanks.
Pleasure.
I'm not